Okay, it is time for 240107, and this one gave me, it's gonna challenge me. So it's sheet metal. Um, so we could do it as just like some thin parts, but let's actually get into the sheet metal. So this is gonna actually, I'm gonna have to do a couple of steps that I usually skip. So new part, sheet metal part, but we're not gonna use the default template. Okay, we're gonna use the millimeter part sheet metal. Um, so we'll bring that in. And we don't have the materials added here, so we need to add the materials in. So we're gonna go grab steel. It is sheet metal, so we'll add steel. And just in case, um, we'll add alloy too. I don't think we have oak sheet metal. So we'll make sure that those are in the materials listed here. We'll leave steel as our default. All right, so we're ready to go with sheet metal. Notice that for sheet metal, we have a different set of options up here. And by the way, with Too Tall Toby, if the name is SM, that usually indicates it's a sheet metal part. So we are in metric, and let's go ahead. Okay. So we'll start with an extrude, and because it's symmetric, I'm only going to do half of it. The extrude's going to allow me to create a sketch, and I can create this sketch as just half of it. The overall width here is 100, or how much it's going to come forward. And the overall outside is 116 divided by 2. And that's all I need for my sketch. And that kind of gives me this half here. The thickness is 3, and it really wants us to have the radius be the thickness, but this is not default, so we're going to go with 5 instead. The overall height is 105, so instead of a depth of, depth is 105, and that is our first wall. So extrude our first wall. You'll notice when we're working in sheet metal in Creo that it's green. Okay. I think I want to start with a few of the cuts. They kind of make a lot of sense. It's easy to picture cuts, so we'll start there. So we'll start this corner, we'll come down, over, and give it some normal dimensions. And that's 12. And then we've got this angle, it's 37. 30 I'll do as a round, so we'll leave that for now. Okay. So the extrude cuts are not automatically going to go all through all, normal to surface, nice and easy. Okay. I'm also going to add this little notch down here at the bottom. That's going to be an extrude cut. And we'll make that, it is half the width, but I don't trust it with the round and all those things. So I'll give it a height here of 8. And this distance is 100 minus 50 technically, or just 50. Okay. The depth of this is not all the way through. The depth of this is 8. Right, I can see it kind of right there. 8 is also equal to the wall thickness and the bend radius, so that should come right up to that line, and that makes sense. Okay. While I'm adding these extrude cuts, I might as well add the one back here. So we got a diameter of 82, and that is going to be 50 down from the top. There we go. Nope. Man. I really get sticky with these this mouse selection. There we go. All right, so that's going to cut all the way through. So very nice, easy to use those. Next, we're going to add some of these flanges. So the flange, I'm going to put on the outside edge, and it should fold in 90. The overall thickness is 35, and that goes to the far side, and that looks right. So I'll change this from 31 to 35. And it is all the way down at the bottom, which is exactly right, except the bend dimension should be 5, not the thickness. Okay. Again, if I look at this from the front, that should have the same lower perp edge as we already had. Okay, comes all the way over to the 50. That looks good. We're going to add another flange. In Onshape, I can click either edge and then flip it, but in Creo, I have to click on the outside edge, as far as I know. Let's see here. 30 is that distance. And I think it's got that right length. It says it's supposed to be 100. Now that I'm looking at it, I think it needs to go a little bit further. Maybe not. Once, Control Z. Let's make this 0. Actually, no, yeah, it's right in line there. So 116 minus 8 on either side leaves us 100, so we're good. Okay, and it looks in the right spot. So next we're going to add some of those rounds. So that's just an engineering round. I'll add this one as 30. I'll add this one, not as 30, but as 7. Yep. And also here, holding down Control to get multiple. Right, and I think, let's see here, R5 inside wall, 30, R7. All right, we're good. Okay, so I think the last thing is a hole and then a mirror. That hole is just a normal hole tool. You can take advantage of the drag handles, dimension it from the center, dimension it from the front. So we're going to have 25 from the front. The center is 70, so we'll make that 70 divided by 2. Give it a diameter of 12. And technically it should go all the way through. All right, and everything looks okay there, I think. So in Creo, the best way to make this a mirror is to use the bodies. Pick body 1 and do a body mirror across the midplane. And then technically to make it one part, we can merge those two bodies together. Okay, and let's hide that plane. All right, so I don't have my tricky little indicator up here, so we need to go into analysis and find our mass properties. Okay. And it shows I am off just a little bit. Plus or minus 1 gram. Not going to work. All right. So let's go back to that, and I have to come back to this. So where are we off? I'm guessing one of these flanges, I didn't change the bend thickness to be 5. Let's see if that did it. Mass properties, preview. There we go. All right, so the mass shows up here. Don't love Creo's mass analysis tool. Just kind of hard to read, but it's, let's get stopped that time. There we go. So the template has the mass in tons. And tons are 1,000 kilograms, or a metric ton. So if tons are minus e to the 4, then, and it's 1,000 kilograms, then kilograms are going to be e to the minus 1. So it's going to be 0.585 kilograms, which will leave us with 585 grams. So again, I usually have my annotations that help with this conversion, and I don't have one for sheet metal yet, and that would help take care of the fact that by default, mass in the millimeter sheet metal template is in tons, or 1,000 kilograms. So we have 585 grams here. All right, so welcome to a little bit of an intro on Creo sheet metal.